Hello, Seeds of Strength members. I'm Laura Packard, Chair of the Grants Committee, and it's time for us to select our grantees for 2021-22. The Grants Committee has been working since November when we received letters of intent to develop the list of finalists. We have confidence that these nonprofits and their projects are worthy of our grants, and we know it'll be hard for all of us to decide which ones to vote for. I want to thank all the Grants Committee members for their diligence and commitment to our process, and I want to invite you to be a part of it next year by joining the Grants Committee. In the email with the link to this video, there was a link to the finalists' executive summaries, which they submitted as part of their application documents. We hope that you studied them, or that you will after you watch the 4-minute pitches in this video. Also in the same email message was a link to your ballot. When you've learned about each applicant and how they'll use our money if they receive a grant, and you've decided how you want to vote, click on the link, check to make sure that your ballot is for the correct number of votes based on your membership level, and mark your vote or votes. Double check to make sure that you haven't marked too many choices, because if you vote for more than your ballot allows, your ballot will have to be disqualified. When you're finished with your ballot, just click Submit to send it in. We have a few members who don't have email, and we certainly didn't leave them out. We've mailed them hard copies of the executive summaries along with their ballot, which they will return by mail or by dropping off at my house. Voting will be from Monday, May 10th through Friday, May 14th, and we'll announce the results on May 18th. We'll invite the grant recipients to a celebration at Grace Bible Church at 2100 Shell Road on May 24th from 10 a.m. to noon, where we'll give them their big checks and take pictures. And you're invited to attend also, so watch for an email about that. But for those who can't come, the event will be recorded and available for viewing on our Seeds of Strength YouTube channel. So now it's up to all of us to join together to decide which of these deserving finalists who provide such important services for our Georgetown residents will receive our grants for 2021-22 to fulfill this part of our mission once again.
Good morning, my name is Bob Weimer, founder of Helping Hands. Started the organization Helping Hands of Georgetown 5 years ago, and we have just met so many new friends and found so many ways to assist our underserved, working poor, and homeless. Rebecca Huggins, who is our daughter and executive director of Helping Hands, will tell you the story and the vision.
So again, Rebecca Huggins with Helping Hands, and like he was saying, we did start this 5 years ago, just over 5 years ago, and it started with 12 brown bag meals out of the back of his little red car, and really it was just a goal to put feet on the street and get to know the community and really find out what the community needed from a ground standpoint. If they needed food, if they needed clothes, medical help. So what started as just 12 brown bag meals out of the back of a car and some clothes from Bell's Embroidery and Cleaners turned into 600 brown bag meals a week. And last year when COVID hit, we actually launched our mobile food pantry. It was something that we were thinking about doing, and it was something that when COVID hit, we just decided was necessary, and we just needed to do it, ready or not. So each week, we're now sending out between 75 and 100 pantry bags full of grocery staples for households, pasta and sauce, rice and beans, cereal, snacks for the kids, anything substantial to keep them going throughout the week. And we serve that to those communities. We're serving 5 neighborhoods every week, and next week we're actually adding on a new neighborhood, so we're excited to add on another community to help. And along with our brown bags and pantry bags, we are also doing assistance with phone bills. A phone bill and minutes on their phones, we really feel like is one of the most important things. We need to make sure that if there's an emergency, they always have a way to reach out and connect. We're also helping with medical assistance, prescription bills. We have a great working relationship with Lone Star Circle of Care. And we assist with, this past year we've done help with rent assistance and utility assistance and mental health work. We really find that that's something important. So our mission here at Helping Hands is connecting with the community to effect positive change in neighborhoods identified as underserved by providing food security and additional services. We've been really lucky this year that we've had wonderful community donations, and so we're hoping with this grant that we can further our mission and serve even more neighborhoods. And we plan to use this money to directly assist with administrative staff and fringe benefits, marketing pieces, and directly into the van itself to keep it insured and maintained. So we know that with this work, we can add on more neighborhoods, and with the assistance, we can add on more places where we can serve better. Thank you so much.
Hi, my name is Olivia Coleman and I'm an instructor at Rock Ride-On Center for Kids. Rock began serving children in Georgetown in 1998 with the mission to improve independence and life skills in partnership with the horse. We provide equine assisted services to children, adults, and veterans with physical, cognitive, and emotional challenges. Over the past 23 years, Rock has grown from serving 4 children with 1 horse to serving 115 children, 64 adults, and 86 veteran families with the amazing help of over 271 of our Rocketeers and 27 horses on 60 acres of land just off the inner loop. Some of our programs include therapeutic riding, physical therapy and speech therapy, Rock on Veterans, summer camp, and a partnership with Texas A&M University. Rock has requested $25,000 from Seeds of Strength to make an impact on 50 Georgetown children with special needs such as autism, cerebral palsy, Down syndrome, and other developmental delays. Participants at Rock pay no more than 50% of the cost of services, with many paying less or nothing at all. Your support is just one of the ways Rock is able to keep our services affordable and accessible to those in need. When participants come to Rock for equine assisted services, whether it's physical therapy, speech therapy, or adaptive riding, they are carefully partnered with a horse whose gait and temperament are suited to their unique needs and goals. By combining the movement of the horse with activities and therapies, a biofeedback loop is created that is comparable to taking 100 steps per minute, while therapy and instruction is given from professional staff. In this environment, participants work on a variety of goals that include things like improved movement, communication, life skills that is backed by evidence-based research. Some key findings in our research have shown that 94% of children improved in independence, 83% improved in posture, 88% improved in life skills, and 86% in following directions. Children with the diagnosis of autism improved in quality of life, with improved social functioning, physical and school function, and overall mental health and behavior. Last spring, Rock was temporarily closed during shelter in place and was fortunate to reopen in June. Since then, we've been able to resume serving 84% of participants compared to pre-COVID numbers due to social distancing and safety guidelines. The need for services like ours, however, has not diminished, and our waitlist continues to grow each day. If anything, this past year has shown us that equine assisted services, like the ones provided by Rock, fill in a vital gap of social, physical, and spiritual connection for so many. Thank you so much for your support and consideration. We appreciate each of you who have donated to Rock, served as a Rocketeer, come on a tour, and simply prayed for families who partner here for healing through horses. I hope each of you and your families are safe and well. On behalf of all of us at Rock, thank you for your gifts to Seeds of Strength. Rock on.
My name is Jessie Droletti, and I'm the production manager of the Georgetown Palace Theater, and I'm speaking on behalf of the Palace Theater about our summer education program. The Georgetown Palace Theater is a nonprofit organization dedicated to enhancing the quality of life in Georgetown and Williamson County by providing a venue for quality and affordable entertainment for educational opportunities in the performing arts. Since 1926, the Georgetown Palace Theater has served as the entertainment center for Central Texas, Georgetown, and Williamson County. In the late 1990s, a group of community members began an effort to save and refurbish this historic movie house. Today, as a result of their efforts, we are a thriving nonprofit organization that continually produces theatrical seasons of musicals, dramas, and comedies. In addition, our education program that was founded in 2004 offers year-round after-school, weekend, and summer theater workshops for adults and also students in grades K through 12. The program also offers free classes for persons with special needs and provides advocacy and support for their parents, as well as adaptive performances for citizens with special needs and their families. The vision for the Palace is to use the art of storytelling to serve our community, which we have strived to do even in the midst of a pandemic. The Palace Education Program has faced a lot of challenges with COVID, but with our brand new Doug Smith Performance Center, we have had the space to offer socially distanced classes, camps, and productions with the same commitment to quality. Our vision is to create world-class education programs that provide the transferable skills and life lessons, which enable students to excel in their careers, relationships, and lives. Our mission is to serve students of all ages, abilities, and means through developmentally appropriate and technically sound training and performance opportunities in the theater arts. Students are given different levels of opportunity, from technique classes to performances, where exploration is encouraged and empathy is cultivated through the act of stepping into another's shoes. Increased skills and knowledge are broadened, headway towards a student's self-confidence and resilience is made, while also nurturing a love and deeper understanding of theater and the arts. We have an Adaptive Theater for All program, which is dedicated to quality theater education for all members of our community. We offer a rich curriculum that is tailored to the needs and capabilities of a diverse population. We know that the communication and processing skills necessary for success in theater help students to develop skills that increase social, emotional, and academic competencies. A typical summer sees 500 to 600 students. With our increased protocols, we look forward to serving 300 to 400 students, 285 individual and 210, maybe 215 being repeat students. Access to the arts and arts education is often the first cut and last met need in education. By providing open auditions, and theatrical classes, we are providing another avenue of arts exploration to the Georgetown and surrounding communities. Being active and engaged mentally as well as physically assists not only the youth of Georgetown, but the mature as well. And it's our passion to create confidence, creativity, and encourage risk to lead and foster a sense of community. If the Palace is given the assistance of the Seeds of Strength grant, it will be used primarily to fund costs such as our professional instructors, hard costs like our mortgage and utilities, and some soft goods for the students to work with this summer. The Palace thanks you all so much for this opportunity.
Hi, my name is Tiffany Sturman, and I'm Director of Community Engagement here at Williamson County Children's Advocacy Center. And with me today is Tori Algier, our community educator.
We've been proudly serving Georgetown and Williamson County for over 24 years. Child abuse is a difficult topic to talk about, but it is incredibly important. And we are the only nonprofit in Williamson County that provides child abuse prevention education for kindergarten through high school.
Which is why we are applying for our program called Prevent and Interrupt Child Abuse. And following the holistic model of a Children's Advocacy Center, we approach prevention education in the same way, working to make sure that professionals, teachers, and child care workers are educated alongside parents so that they are learning the words that we are teaching children in the classrooms, so that everybody works together, knowing how to keep kids safe, knowing that they are trusted adults that kids are going to come to, and what that means in the healing of our children.
So during this past year, we piloted our program with Georgetown ISD, and during our presentation, we identified a student within the classroom who recognized the stories and situations as something that had happened to him. And he was able to turn and identify a trusted adult within the classroom, his teacher. And because his teacher had been trained on how to recognize and identify, but also to be present for her student, she was able to take that information and make the adequate report. So this is why this program is so incredibly important to these students.
And based on that successful pilot program, we are looking to extend our footprint across Georgetown through this grant funding to reach 2,675 kids, parents, and professionals with the following outcomes. We want all professionals to be able to recognize the signs and symptoms of physical and sexual abuse, that at least 75% of them will come away knowing their responsibility under the law to report abuse, and most importantly, that 90% of children who go through our program will know that if they ever experience abuse, it is never, ever their fault. But we cannot do that without this program, and the way we want to be able to use our Seeds of Strength money is to hire that part-time educator so that we can do more.
Our mission here at the Children's Advocacy Center is to provide a safe place for children to disclose child abuse, to reduce emotional trauma to not only the child but their non-offending caregiver, and then also to extend professional services to protect the integrity of these child abuse investigations. This is why prevention is such a critical role in our mission.
Everybody plays a role in our community in keeping kids safe. Thank you so much for your consideration of our grant funding. We could not do this without joining hands across our community like you. Thank you.
Thank you.
Hi, my name is Erica Blue. I'm the Chief Executive Officer of Austin Sunshine Camps. But don't let this virtual experience fool you. You and we already know each other. It was about 2 years ago today that I stood in front of Seeds of Strength and I shared my story in a way like I'd never done before. I told you about my father, an alcoholic and a drug addict who spent most of my childhood in jail. I told you about how my family couldn't afford to send me to summer camp and how my friends' parents generously paid my way. And I told you about how that week at summer camp changed my life forever and ultimately was the beginning of my journey out of poverty. I thought that I would never make it through that 4-minute pitch without crying, but I remember as I walked up to the podium, I told myself that if one kid from Georgetown gets the chance to go to camp because I share my story, then it will have been worth it. More than one kid from Georgetown got to go to camp. In fact, 61 kids from Georgetown attended Sunshine Camps in 2019, which was up from 24 in 2018. For 5 days and 4 nights, they got to leave their worries behind. In fact, 90% of them reported making a new friend, trying something new, and gaining self-confidence. And we believe that every single kid deserves the chance to have that quintessential summer camp experience, which is why since 1928, Sunshine Camps has been providing programming for kids from historically underinvested communities at no cost to them or to their families. What an extraordinary gift you gave those 61 campers in 2019. But frankly, you gave a lot more on that rainy day. You sent me back to Sunshine Camps with a renewed sense of courage and support and love. Not only did you give me a safe space to share my story, but the ladies of Seeds of Strength embraced me for sharing my story. You believed in me, you accepted me for my past, and you encouraged me to go for my goals in the future. You did for me exactly what we aim to do for each and every one of our campers at summer camp. In fact, I took that support with me through 2020. It gave me the courage to take risks, to pivot, to try new things, and to create new programming. And we did, and we persevered, and we finally feel like we're coming up on the other side. But as you know, so much has changed in the world since the last time we met. Our children have spent this past year in isolation or glued to their computer screens. And the outcomes that we focus on at Sunshine Camps, making connections with new friends or adults and mentors, is exactly what they need, and we are so determined to bring it to them this year. We're focused on 3 things: COVID safe, in person, and so much fun. I'm asking Seeds of Strength to invest $20,000 to continue what we started 2 years ago. Your investment will ensure that at least 40 kids from Georgetown get the opportunity to come to Sunshine Camps. It will also help us purchase the PPE and other supplies needed to mitigate the risk of COVID-19. So on behalf of all of the campers and parents and staff members that your support and generosity have touched, thank you. And I ask for your vote one more time today for Austin Sunshine Camps so that together we can do whatever it takes for the kids of Georgetown.
Hello, my name is Bob Koska, and I'm here representing Georgetown Backpack Buddies. Our mission is to provide Georgetown Independent School District food insecure students with food packs for the weekends of the school year. We have been privileged to serve these wonderful kids with food packs of nutritious, non-perishable food items for every school week for the past 12 years. Over these 12 years, we have sent these children home with over 250,000 food packs, the equivalent of about 1 million meals. Our program has grown from 58 children in one elementary school to over 1,200 in all 17 GISD schools, and our budget from $5,000 to over $148,000. We are a 100% volunteer organization with over 100 amazing volunteers who purchase, pack, and deliver the food bags to the 17 school campuses. And because we are an all-volunteer organization, we are able to dedicate over 90% of our operating expenses to purchasing food for children who may be at risk of going hungry over the weekends. For the 2021-2022 school year, we expect to serve 1,200 to 1,300 students per week with a total of over 50,000 food packs. All of the Seeds of Strength grant will be used to purchase food for these children. There are mountains of evidence showing that chronic hunger leads to cognitive and emotional damage in children. And as a result, these children are less healthy, have more behavioral problems, and are more likely to drop out of school. This evidence is usually presented in sterile statistical form. To put a face on these statistics, I'd like to tell you about an encounter I had with a young man right here in Georgetown. After a presentation I made to Seeds of Strength a few years back, this young man came up to me and thanked me for what Backpack Buddies was doing. He told me he was going on to college in the fall, and that when he was in middle school, he and his mother were homeless off and on for a couple of years. And there were times when the only food they had for the weekend came from a backpack food bag. I was and still am humbled by his story and would like to think that providing him with weekend food, Backpack Buddies helped in some small way make his journey to college a reality. Our hopes and prayers are that with your assistance, together we can continue to make a difference in the lives of children like this young man and continue our practice of being able to serve every child who qualifies and registers for the backpack program without having to put them on a wait list because adequate funding is not available. And once again, I want to thank you for all you do.
Good evening. My name is Kat Phelps, and I'm coming to you from the Georgetown Family YMCA. We are so excited to share with you about our Y on the Fly grant request, and also share with you a little bit about the great things happening at the YMCA. The YMCA is a Christian organization that puts Christian principles into practice through programs that build healthy spirit, mind, and body for all. And we do this regardless of an individual or family's ability to pay. For us, the Y is all, and we believe in the word all, and we love it when groups come together and are able to succeed together. Our Y on the Fly after-school adventure program creates opportunities for children who may not get the chance to go to the zoo or go bowling or go on a field trip. We want to be able to break them out of the school in the after-school hours because we know their parents are working hard, and so we're providing a safe space for them to thrive. But we want to get them out and also have a little bit of fun. So the Y on the Fly bus shows up, we load up, and off we go. Once we're done with our adventure, we head back here to the branch where we take advantage of STEAM and cooking and all the awesome things you see behind me to create a wonderful experience to end their evening. These field trips and these opportunities are once-in-a-lifetime experiences that I have seen smiles emerge when we show up. New this year that we're adding is also we're tackling a statistic that is very near and dear to me, and that is drowning. Drowning is the #2 cause of death for children under the age of 14. And the YMCA, we take this very personal. We never want to learn skill to be a leading cause of death. Every year, the YMCA works to teach over 1 million children how to swim. And with your help, we plan to also help begin to move that needle here in Georgetown. Your funding will help us teach 50 kids the life-saving skills of how to swim and also be safe around water in a program that we call SAW, S-A-W. We also hope to allow 150 children 100% free scholarships to ride the Fun Bus. With your help, we're going to serve 400 unduplicated children, 1,200 duplicated, because once you've rode once, oh, you want to get back on that bus and go again. And guess what? We still want to be able to say yes. And we are here to make 21-22 the best Y on the Fly adventure program year that we have had. Thank you for helping us. Thank you for trusting us. We've been here for 175 years. We've been committed to Georgetown for the last 5 years, and we look forward to a lifelong partnership with this community as we all grow together. Have a fabulous evening, and thank you for your consideration.
It shouldn't be controversial to say a girl is powerful, but remarkably, even today, it still is. That's why Girls Empowerment Network boldly helps girls discover they are powerful people by teaching self-efficacy, which is a girl's belief in her ability to succeed. I'm Julia Cuba-Lewis, CEO of Girls Empowerment Network. Over the last 25 years, we've served 100,000 Texas girls, and it is our pledge to continue this important work until no girl ever again experiences controversy when she displays power. We hope that we can partner with Seeds of Strength in Georgetown this next year. Thank you for giving us a chance at winning your vote.
With your support, we would be able to serve 60 Georgetown girls through our Girl Connect program. Hi, I'm Chelsea D. Martinez, and I'm the Development Manager at Girls Empowerment Network. I have a unique perspective when it comes to this call for support. See, I used to be a Girl Connect facilitator, and I can speak firsthand to the transformation girls experience when they go through this program. Girl Connect is actually our flagship program, which has been run in partnership with schools since the early 2000s. While we are so proud of the many years of experience we have under our belts, we are equally proud of our ongoing research and input from our Youth Advisory Council, which ensures that this program stays relevant to girls' needs today. With guiding research from the evidence-based Girls Circle model, Girl Connect is a group-based program, which offers girls peer connection and support. As well, Girl Connect isn't run by volunteers, but rather girl experts who have a background in social work, psychology, and family and child development sciences. Working together with school counselors or school social workers, our girl experts help identify girls who could use the extra support. Once the group is created, they meet weekly for an entire semester on schools' campuses. Each week, the Girl Expert leads girls through different modules with different topics, including communication skills, leadership, healthy relationship, goal setting, resiliency, and so much more. Girls who experience Girl Connect feel seen, supported, and empowered. They are equipped with the skills needed not only to survive girlhood, but to thrive. If awarded, the Seeds of Strength funding would help support our Girl Connect Girl Expert staff salary, as well as program supplies and mileage. Our expected outcomes include serving at least 60 Georgetown girls, with at least 75% of them showing an increase in self-efficacy across 6 different domains, including communication, creativity, collaboration, critical thinking, coping skills, and confidence. This is done through pre- and post-surveying. Research tells us that an increase in self-efficacy will also lead to academic success, future career achievement, and will also build a foundation of resiliency in which other future successes can be built. Together, we can usher in the next generation of powerful women who come together to make a difference. Thank you so much for your consideration, and we hope we have your vote.
Anderson, Executive Director of Aegis Central Texas.
And I'm Jane Beatty, Director of Development for AGE.
Thank you so much for advancing us as a finalist. We are honored to be considered as a potential funding partner for Seeds of Strength. Aegis Central Texas is celebrating our 35th year of helping older adults and their caregivers thrive as they navigate the realities and opportunities of aging and caregiving. Our request to Seeds of Strength would play a key role in helping us to achieve that mission.
We've titled the program up for your investment consideration, Georgetown Thrives, because Seeds of Strength funding would be used to support multiple programs designed to comprehensively meet the needs of both older adults and caregivers in the Georgetown community.
With the help of Seeds of Strength, AGE aims to serve 621 residents of Georgetown. You'll help people like Cynthia, a member of our Round Rock Thrive Center, who has, in addition to making friends and finding a community of support, lost over 100 pounds since joining the center. This is due to the active and fun activities and the nutritious meals that we offer. You will help people like Greg in our Virtual Connections program, whose caregiver says his daily and weekly calls with staff and fellow participants is one of the only times she sees him smile. You will help caregivers like Carla, who says that without AGE, she would not be able to give her mother the dignified and compassionate end of life she deserves. You will help 621 individuals who need you and need AGE.
There are 3 big picture outcomes that would result from your investment in AGE. The first is that you would reduce social isolation among older adults and caregivers. Isolation currently marks one of the biggest health risks facing our aging community today because it results in depression, physical decline, and cognitive decline. The quarantine that both caregivers and older adults have experienced and are still experiencing has drastically increased social isolation and resulted in a 16% increase in deaths among those with Alzheimer's and dementia. Seeds of Strength funding would be used to reduce or alleviate feelings of social isolation and increase feelings of social connection so that no one has to age or caregive alone. The second outcome that would result from your funding is improved mental health of caregivers. AGE works very hard to empower caregivers with all of the knowledge, tools, resources, and support they need to care for themselves while also caring for their older loved one in a healthy way. The last big picture outcome that would result from your funding is increased falls prevention in our community. Seeds of Strength funding would be used to provide durable medical equipment and prevention education needed to effectively prevent falls among our older neighbors.
Seeds of Strength funding will provide individuals in Georgetown area the access to staff expertise like Faith with Caregiver U, a former professional educator with a master's in education whose own experience as a caregiver empowers her to help others. And KC with Virtual Connections and Memory Connections not only has a master's in social work, but was also named Austin's Social Worker of the Year for her passion and dedication to helping older adults with dementia. Or Lauren with the Williamson County Thrive Center, who has a long history of working with older adults. And Natalie with the Information and Resource Center, a social worker whose passion for helping older adults and family caregivers is apparent to everyone who interacts with her. In addition to staff experts, you would provide things like nutritious meals for members, supplies for activities specifically designed to stimulate the mind and body, PPE to keep older adults and staff safe, and much more. Ultimately, your dollar goes to precisely the programs that it saves. It goes to helping older adults and family caregivers in Georgetown thrive.
Should you choose to invest in us, you would be joining the likes of the St. David's Foundation, the Georgetown Health Foundation, and United Way of Williamson County, who each agree that AGES services are crucial to supporting the older adults and caregivers in our community. Thank you for your consideration, and thank you for all you do for the people of Georgetown.